Hi everyone, I hope everyone's well. This is going to be a bit of a different reading. It's going to be a collective reading, so it's not very different, but I haven't done one before on this channel. So let's see what comes up for us. In terms of the vibes, probably over the next month or couple of weeks, let's see. And it's going to be all signs. So it's going to be good for us all across all our placements. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind, and that could be throughout the reading. And let me know if you liked this message and if you would like to see more collective messages. If you are a subscriber, thank you for supporting the channel. And if you're a returning viewer but you're not subscribed, I welcome you to subscribe and support the channel should my work and readings resonate with you. Now, I do provide energy healing sessions, and I also do manifestation and cord cutting sessions, light worker work basically. And also I do personalized readings, and I do life coaching, and I do natal chart readings and your life purpose coaching as well as a one-off life purpose reading, which includes your natal chart. Other services I do across my other coaching aspects are cognitive behavioral therapy, yoga and yoga healing, meditation, breath work, and other coaching that is around mentorship, achieving your life goals. And these can be around fitness, or they can be around leadership, or in general balancing your life out and trying to achieve your goal. You have all the elements that I've mentioned I'm qualified in. And so I have two platforms. One for the spirituality, where I do the alchemy work and the check-in, and if you know my work, I channel a lot, and then the tarot just is a tool to help me. And I focus on light work. There's nothing, basically, if you came to me and said, I want a manifestation for my ex to come back to me, the work I would do there is that if your ex is thinking to reach out but is in fear, then I'd say if it's in your best, highest, both of your highest good to come back together, that would be it. But it would not be for somebody, it would not basically be spell work, if that makes sense. So yeah, I help you feel empowered and live your most authentic and empowered version, and find your true destiny and calling, and also help you navigate through life, whatever journey stage you are currently on. I'm very strong, clear, sentient and clear cognizance, and like I said, if you attended any of my readings, obviously if you've had personal readings, then you know how that goes. But if you see my readings, I channel quite a bit, and sometimes I can talk quite fast. I noticed that in a couple of the readings, and then the tarot card comes out. So let's get in, let's see what we have collectively for us and see how this reading goes. So dear spirit guides, I'm called to start with oracle messages for some reason. Usually I don't, I start with tarot. I know that a lot of readers start with oracle. So we're going to start with a check-in with ourselves, all right? See what we get collectively, please spirit guides, collectively, please spirit guides. Okay. I'm getting called to look at these cards before I go into, okay. So actually I'm not surprised with this. You know, with the energy of Pluto in Aquarius, we are stepping into a form of service. You know, where can be, the thing with this card is I don't like the imagery, right? I find it quite unsettling, because you directly go, if you don't know the meaning of this card, you directly go to what on earth is happening, you know. it might look like someone's on their deathbed and their family is around them. But in fact, this is about coming into service of helping others. And I just think there could have been a lot of a brighter imagery to the card. And I do love these cards. That card, when it first came out and I was doing a reading, because I didn't I was doing a reading and I was like, okay, so how can we help others by giving what we have abundance to? But I hadn't looked at the booklet to get more information, and that's what I was just channeling from the card. And so I did like now pick up the booklet to see that when I'm channeling everything, that I mention everything that the card actually states. And I was actually worried. I was actually worried about the message I need to give to the person or the reading. But yeah, I mean, it was all around what I was actually channeling. And this is really about looking upon your life, right? It's like, am I where I want to be? I feel like the back of the card is more resonant. And I really like the back of the card. It's like, where am I supposed to be right now? Is this where I'm supposed to be? Is it where I want to be, not only where I'm supposed to be? And if not, also, how can I be of service to others? And by that, what I mean is that sometimes we are unwilling to compromise our values, and it's about finding contentment and joy in the small things that are around us. And then also, just by those small things, how can we be of service to others? And think of also, now I'm looking at this, possible precious memories that we've had. So I'm thinking there's a Six of Cups energy for me here. Are you seeing life as it really is? And if you are abundant in any way, are you able to give to others? Are you able to maybe service others? And this could be in the smallest things, like saying hello to somebody because they then feel seen, okay? And I think this card is really about compassion, being part of the humanity that we're in. Very big Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius vibes. And loyalty, strength card would come into my mind about this. So I'm just going to actually read it, because I know that I'm going to read like the story behind this card for us. Honey Adams loved her 3 children very much and had a rewarding family life. Though sometimes she regretted never finding a career outside her home. And at the end of her life, she realizes that it was failure. That this failure was not actually failure. She achieved something more important, passing a legacy of service to her daughter Franny. Being a mother is a great accomplishment. Other messages here is about favoritism, unwillingness to see others' values and compromise. I mentioned that. Finding contentment and satisfaction. Possible memories. How does the idea of service inspire me? And what can I give, and what is present around me? So basically, also what I'm getting from the message is that sometimes we think that, I know especially right now, it's like, and it's funny I mentioned about my life purpose coaching. So if some of you are interested or in this energy, you can reach out to me. Now, we sometimes think that because you're not following the mass, or currently there's a big thing about breaking out the matrix, that maybe you're not on your purpose, but actually maybe you are. And maybe, you know, you was okay before all the noise around you that made you then question, am I in the right direction? Now, if you've truly had a niggling in your soul for the right direction for many years, I do advise that, you know, whether it's with me or someone else that you find credible, do go for the natal chart reading, do go for the life purpose coaching, because you can question, and by questioning and getting told as well, you can then prompt and ask again to, you know, see if things align for you intuitively, but also within your chart. Now, staying away from that, what I was trying to get to is that we don't have to be what is happening as a trend, or what is happening around us to feel like we are supposed to be in a certain purpose. This lady is a mother, and she realized her purpose was to be the mother and pass it on, and that was her service. And that is amazing, you know, being the best mother or father or brother or sister or loved one or connection to someone. This is where the service part comes in, is the best thing you can do in humanity. So where can we be our best selves for others? And where can we really not look down on ourselves for what we're doing currently in life? And I'm getting another message about authentic self, but I'll wait for the tarot cards. Confusion. This could also be around, you know, what you're actually doing within your life and what is happening around us that's making us confused on, should I be doing something else? I actually feel okay. If it wasn't for the noise, I won't be confused. I'd have that direction. I am in that direction. I am doing what I want. Some of us, it might be about things that happen to us along the way. Look at these crystals along the way in the trees. And it's kind of confusion of, what is life about? You know, what are we, sometimes when we face trauma or something, there's something about, where am I going? What's my journey? And my answer to that is, your most authentic self is where happiness is created. And if you're not sure about your most authentic self, you need to release a bit of control. And control can mean that when we've tried to meditate or think so much that we actually don't know anymore. Quite a few cards turned around, so we won't take those. I'll shuffle for one more card. And it's just about relaxing into the space, because authentic self is not only about your life purpose, it's about being yourself in front of people and not holding back and suppressing who you truly are. And maybe you've done that through experience of people around you, releasing. Big energy of releasing what's confusing you, releasing what's battling in your mind, what's overburdening you, from what I've been channeling and saying. It's very interesting. But like I said, happiness is created by your most authentic self. And I think you need to free yourself of a lot of mental energy, I feel here with these two cards. A lot of mental energy. So crown chakra coming through here. Let's get some tarot cards, see what comes out. First card out, Seven of Pentacles. So this is telling me about trying to work on something and being resilient, and it's kind of like, when is this coming to fruition? When is this that I'm working on coming to fruition? And then we had the Ten of Wands, and the Ten of Wands tells me that this has been quite heavy. Given that we have that release card and the Ten of Wands, it's been a bit of an overburden. There's been a bit of a burden here about the image you've been carrying and what you've been trying to work on to keep up with the image, whatever you're projecting or your current life path, there's something that you're not releasing. And this is telling us to look at the long term of putting the work into the long term, and maybe letting go, like releasing of the confusion of where you need to be. And a lot of it is around what we can give to each other and having those loving connections around us. I feel like with these cards, the more you commit to yourself, all right, to living a free life of freedom. I'm going to get more cards before I say it. And release the overburden. I said about the Six of Cups, didn't I, when I said about the first card we saw on the chakras. Release the burden, release the past memories, release the frameworks, the family dynamics, the nostalgia of past that is holding you back. There's a reward that's coming. I feel that is what's being said. And I feel that there's a reward, there's a breakthrough with the Knight of Swords. I said we were in a lot of mental energy. The Knight of Swords tell me there's a breakthrough here in terms of that. The Six of Cups is really speaking to me quite heavily. And it's currently connecting me to my gut for some reason. So there's going to be more messages coming on that. I think we need to take some time out. We need to release any heartbreak and past experiences. And we need to step into our true glow, okay? We need to be passionate and adventurous about where we want to go and our authentic self, and not be fearful to step into this power. Releasing. This is the end of the heavy burdens, the heavy also in your head. I said about the crown chakra. We're completing that. And I just want to pull a clarification further on the Six of Cups. Take some time to figure not only what you want to do, but what you need to do to be happy. So it doesn't have to be about your career, but what makes you happy? What makes you smell the cups here? And as you do that, the Ace of Swords is the clarity and the breakthrough that I've been mentioning. Which then probably, it's a great time to have that breakthrough that gives us the reward. And the Knight of Wands as well now. So there's something about, learning the difference between desirable outcomes and desired outcomes. And desirable outcomes result in a balance of spiritual fulfillment, while desired outcomes feed the wants of your ego. And they can result in toxic, unnecessary situations and heavy mental energy. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. So we've had the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. This could be slow moving for you, all right? One is it's very passionate, like you're going to get the breakthrough of what you're very passionate about, but the journey might be slow because it's going to be sustainable. What makes you happy? It could be your family life, right? And you just need to really tap into that. And if it is that, then is it that you could dedicate one day a week where you all have dinner at the table, or that night is family night, because that's what really makes you happy and connects the family, and there's a connection there. Probably makes everyone in the family happy and makes everyone feel connected. Is it about your life purpose? Are you hiding who you truly are and you've not expressed that because of whatever reasons? There's so many dynamics in terms of desirable outcomes. And when you honor your authentic self, okay, like the Queen of Wands does, okay, and you don't allow past experiences to make you feel guarded, to make you feel a bit wounded, all right? You don't just mask those, you actually heal and go on a healing journey with the Nine of Wands. Then your desired outcome and desirable outcomes align, making it easier for both to manifest and detach. The Page of Pentacles tells me it also leads to sustainability. Now we've got the Knight of Pentacles and we've got the Page of Pentacles. Both are quite slow, but both are very stable and steady, which is very important. It's really important to stop allowing society to tell us where we need to be. And I started this before that actually came out. I started the reading stating that. And then by focusing on what society, people, beliefs, those around us influence what we determine successful and what is beautiful or what is inspiring to us, we allow fear and anger and resentment and past and indecisiveness to come in, which is the Two of Swords, and you feel overwhelmed and you're not able to make a decision. About the Chariot is your direction. Your direction will always have little obstacles, but the Chariot tells you you're protected and it will be the right direction. And any obstacles you get, you will overcome. You'll be able to overcome the little bumps in the roads. It's really important to chase your dreams and goals, to trace what really makes you happy in terms of your authentic self. And chasing dreams and goals of other people or following the status quo can really prevent us from tapping into our true potential. This person has the world in their hands. Behind them is all the noise, the society, the beliefs, the lack of confidence, the past experiences that has made us feel this way. But in front, when he puts that behind him for a moment, just to turn the other way, the world is in his hands. And look at the peace of looking out in front of him. It's like there's nothing else that matters, or you can't hear the noise that's behind you. And so you tap into your true potential. You have the ability to think of your dreams into reality. They might come at a slow pace and they might come with obstacles, but find out what your dream is. Find out what makes you happy, what makes your soul connected to yourself and connected to other people. There's a lot here about connections as well, indirectly. You know, about really aligning with the right people, the right connections that help us dream into existence what our direction we're trying to take is really. There's a lot about true loving connections of give and take. And the reason I say that is because of the first card we got of service. And I think there's also, this is going to be a different message, so I don't really want to drill into it, but there's a lot of people that, you know, it's been very difficult to find your soulmate or your aligned partner, and that could be changing within this dynamic of this collective reading. But that could be another collective reading actually around soulmates. The Six of Cups was there as well. We've got Master number 33, the Tibetan Fire Serpent. And this is about a better knowledge. This is about your higher path. It's about discernment. It's about choosing the better path. It's about authority and seeking truth, not just following what people say, authorities say. This is actually beautiful. And master number 33, if we break it down, which we shouldn't as a master number, it's 6, is soulmate connection as well. It's a change of direction, moving, progressing in life. Number 12, okay, divine creation. What a beautiful card. Look at that card. Very mystical. And this is about personal commitments. It's about acceptance. It's about the energy of euphoria. The Temple of Mary. With this, I'm really getting that it's about the inner healing work that you might need to do, where you might have felt, some of us might have felt a bit exploited, and that's kept us in our head of not being authentic selves, and also not even being able to express ourselves, okay, emotionally not being able to express ourselves. There's something around about playful innocence with this as well, you know, lighting up the energy of needing to control, because, you know, life is serious, but is it really serious? Because it is serious, because we never know, like, you know, we need the stability of like finances, right? But in one essence, we don't know when our journey ends. And so how serious can we do? How serious should we be every day? I think there's a balance of that. And that's why there's an urge for you to step into your most authentic self. What makes you happy? What will make you commit to yourself and commit to what makes you happy? So that you can live a life a bit more freed, or feel at least more freed, and then have the rewards coming in for you. Interesting read today. So I feel called to pull us one of these cards. Council of Light. This tells me that we will be supported. There's helpers, you know, your angels, past loved ones are helping guide the way, and you will also be protected. There's a Council of Light that, there's a Council of Light that is governing around us. I just wanted to pull it out again, but I put it back in. Yeah. Helpers in the subtle realms. So there's a divine orchestration, you know, and anyone who is thinking about their loved ones, that is saying that you are protected and they are around you as well. So there's a couple of messages there, and I think that's because collectively I'm tapping into the collective. So it's it cannot just be very streamlined, but there is a very main message. If you enjoyed this, please do like, subscribe. Let me know if it resonated. Maybe actually give you an epiphany of something, you know. So do let me know how it was, and I'll see you in our next readings.